Amazing stories in Thailand inspire the world. Everyone has a dream destination that they wish to visit in their lifetime, where you can cross off your travel bucket list and the trip becomes your unforgettable experience. A journey that is filled with smiles and kind-hearted people. The very first taste that you'll never forget. The rhythm of the heartbeat that keeps you excited. In those quiet moments where you can dream and relive, where you were lost, then found. The feeling of being surrounded by nature. Not only brings happiness but also restores it back into the world. Let your never-ending stories in Thailand inspire the world. Everyone has a dream destination that they wish to visit in their lifetime, where you can cross off your travel bucket list and the trip becomes your unforgettable experience. A journey that is filled with smiles and kind-hearted people. The very first taste that you'll never forget. The rhythm of the heartbeat that keeps you excited. In those quiet moments where you can dream and relive, where you were lost, then found. The feeling of being surrounded by nature. Not only brings happiness but also restores it back into the world. Let your never-ending stories in Thailand inspire the world. Everyone has a dream destination that they wish to visit in their lifetime, where you can cross off your travel bucket list and the trip becomes your unforgettable experience. A journey that is filled with smiles and kind-hearted people. The very first taste that you'll never forget. The rhythm of the heartbeat that keeps you excited. In those quiet moments where you can dream and relive, where you were lost, then found. The feeling of being surrounded by nature. Not only brings happiness but also restores it back into the world. Let your never-ending stories in Thailand inspire the world. Everyone has a dream destination that they wish to visit in their lifetime, where you can cross off your travel bucket list and the trip becomes your unforgettable experience. A journey that is filled with smiles and kind-hearted people. The very first taste that you'll never forget. The rhythm of the heartbeat that keeps you excited. In those quiet moments where you can dream and relive, where you were lost, then found. The feeling of being surrounded by nature. Not only brings happiness but also restores it back into the world. Let your never-ending stories in Thailand inspire the world. Everyone has a dream destination that they wish to visit in their lifetime, where you can cross off your travel bucket list and the trip becomes your unforgettable experience. A journey that is filled with smiles and kind-hearted people. The very first taste that you'll never forget. The rhythm of the heartbeat that keeps you excited. In those quiet moments where you can dream and relive, where you were lost, then found. The feeling of being surrounded by nature. Not only brings happiness but also restores it back into the world. Let your never-ending stories in Thailand inspire the world. Everyone has a dream destination that they wish to visit in their lifetime, where you can cross off your travel bucket list and the trip becomes your unforgettable experience.
Opening ceremony of Thailand Travel Mart Plus 2024. So may I invite all of you to kindly be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Attention, please, attention. Right now, ดีค่ะ If you happy and you know please clap your hand That's a rehearsal One more time okay If you happy and you know please clap your hand Thank you A big round of applause for every one of you Thank you very much I can see from your big smile and you clap your hands so loud like this. You're happy, right? Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome every one of you to Thailand, the land of smile. You can see my big smile here too, right? Because I'm Thai. So let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Thasama Damdang, but that's too long. Just call like beautiful lady. Okay? Who am I? Thank you. Just kidding. My nickname is Ma'am. So just call me Ma'am. And I am very honored to welcome every one of you. Over here, this is our grand opening ceremony of our TTM Plus 2024 or Thailand Travel Mart Plus 2024. And to start our opening ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome every one of you with our famous local show, which we call Nora Show. You know, this show, UNESCO accredited as the World Intangible Cultural Heritage. You want to see the show now? Of course, a big round of applause to welcome Nora Show. Big round of applause for Nora show. Wow, stunning, isn't it? Do you like the show? Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for all the kids performer. They are students from Bang Tae Sub-District Municipality School in Phang-Nga Province over here. เก่งมากลูก Oh, so really amazing. So let me tell you a little bit about this show. All the characters that all the lovely kids play, they represent the character that called Nora. Actually, Nora is a mythical creature in a mythical wood that is called Himmapan. It is from like mythology, and of course, Nora actually they are half bird, half human, right? But some people even believe that they are angels who always protect humankind as well. Very good tricks, and I hope that you like the show as well. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our opening ceremony. May I invite Ms. Thapani Kietphaiboon, our Governor of Tourism Authority of Thailand, to give welcome remarks at the podium, please.
Your Excellency Mr. Somsak Phongpanit, Ministers of Tourism and Sports, คุณพิรชา บัณฑิตชาติ Vice Governors, Phang-Nga Province, extremely guests, friends of Thailand, media, and partners. On behalf of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, as the event host, it is indeed an honor for us to have you preside the opening ceremony. Thailand Travel Mart Plus 2024, or you may know TTM Plus. This is one of the most significant B2B travel trade events. It has been considered as a self-promotion event at international level, which is aligned with the direction to promote Amazing Thailand, Your Story Never End campaign. The event was initially held in 2001 by TAT in cooperation with the private sector with the aim to elevate its reputation to be listed as an annual event calendar and might see you every year. The TTM Plus marking the 21st event this year and has been consecutively organized to maintain Thailand's marketing positioning and help promote traveling within the region. And thank you for our key official partners and sponsors have made the TTM event possible. Thank you Phang-Nga Province, thank you Phang-Nga Tourism Association, thank you King Power, Thailand Beverage Card, one of the good national cards in Thailand, Siam Piwat, the Mall, and also Central Pathana Group. The organization of TTM Plus coincides with the government's policy to promote Thailand as a tourism hub, and TAT has selected Phang-Nga as the event venue. You know, I think I just heard that many of you come to Phang-Nga for the first time. It's very close to Phuket, just only 1 hour drive. And with your real experience, I do guarantee that when you come back, you inspire your friends, your families, and the world to coming back to Phang-Nga many more times. This event attended by 425 international buyers from 50 countries and 430 Thai sellers who will meet with their business partners in the appointment session through the periods of event from 5 to 7 of June 2024. And we also have more than 100 million around the world. Besides the business negotiation, which is the event main activity, there are other events including TTM Talk and academic seminar to exchange knowledge and update topic related to the current situation of the tourism industry. The showcase of the local goods and products. You will know more about the charming of Thailand and also what we call soft power. You will have the DIY workshop of batik painting, stringly made from the Morgan village. The half-day program was organized by participants to experience Phang-Nga highlight product. For example, I give you the idea by serving adventure. Here is one of the serving paradise in the world. I do Kalanje. Explore hidden cave and experience the cinematic history at the Phang-Nga Bay or experience the authentic lifestyle of Phang-Nga locals and ecotourism village Ban Tha Din Dang. Moreover, to provide a new experience to our participants and reflect the themes of your stories never end, buyer and foreigners media will have an opportunity to join our post-tour program that can select one of the 6 beautiful routes in Thailand: Phuket, Krabi, Samui down south, Bangkok in the central, or Pattaya in the east, Chiang Mai and Udon Thani up north and northeastern, or maybe the hidden gem of Lao PDR. The city will promote intra-regional travel also. Ladies and gentlemen, in the line with our effort to drive Thailand toward tourism high value and sustainability, TAT prioritizes managing the environmental impact of waste generated from the TTM Plus 2024. This year, we will conduct proper sorting, forward, and disposal of waste. We will separate waste into the organic, recyclable, and general waste categories and send them to the appropriate destination for further management. This reduced waste sent to landfill follow the zero landfill concept. Without further ado, I would love to invite Your Excellency, Mr. Sermsak Phongpanit, Minister of the Tourism and Sport, to deliver the opening remarks and officially perform the opening ceremony. Please welcome, Excellency. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอเรียนเชิญท่านรัฐมนตรีค่ะ
ท่านรองผู้ว่าการจังหวัดพังงานะครับซึ่งท่านมาแทนผู้ว่าการจังหวัดนะครับรวมทั้งท่านอดีตผู้ว่าการจังหวัดพังงาด้วยท่านจำเริญนะครับท่านผู้ช่วยรัฐมนตรีประจำกระทรวงวัฒนธรรมพร้อมทั้งเลขานุการรัฐมนตรีว่าการกระทรวงวัฒนธรรมนะครับท่านผู้ว่าการท่องเที่ยวแห่งประเทศไทยพร้อมทั้งผู้บริหารนะครับทุกท่านที่มาร่วมงานในวันนี้นะครับท่านผู้บัญชาการตำรวจท่องเที่ยวของเรานะครับพร้อมทั้งทีมงานที่มากันมากมายนะครับท่านนายกสมาคมธุรกิจท่องเที่ยวจังหวัดพังงานะครับท่านอาจารย์สมพงษ์ดาวพิเศษนะครับท่านผู้ประกอบการทั้งฝ่ายผู้ซื้อซึ่งมาจากต่างประเทศนะครับและผู้ประกอบการผู้ขายสำหรับพวกเราพี่น้องชาวไทยนะครับท่านผู้มีเกียรติพี่น้องสื่อมวลชนที่เคารพทุกท่านครับครับผมอยากจะเรียนว่าผมรู้สึกเป็นเกียรติอย่างยิ่งนะครับและก็ถือว่าวันนี้เป็นอีกวันหนึ่งนะครับที่จะเปิดประเทศไทยนะครับให้ชาวโลกได้รู้จักนะครับเพื่อการท่องเที่ยวโดยตรงนะครับที่ผมภูมิใจวันนี้ก็คือผมมีโอกาสได้มาต้อนรับแล้วก็ได้มาโอกาสที่จะมากล่าวขอบคุณโดยเฉพาะผู้ประกอบการฝ่ายผู้ซื้อนะครับซึ่งท่านทั้งหลายมาจากเกือบ50ประเทศแล้วก็มีจำนวน400กว่าคนนะครับซึ่งเป็นพลังอันยิ่งใหญ่นะครับที่จะทำให้นโยบายการท่องเที่ยวของรัฐบาลไทยสำเร็จรุ่ร่วงด้วยดีนะครับก็ถือโอกาสนี้ต้อนรับท่านด้วยความยินดีเป็นอย่างยิ่งนะครับแล้วก็ขอให้มาที่นี่แล้วการเจรจาทุกรูปแบบสำเร็จรุ่ร่วงได้ดีนะครับพร้อมกับความสำเร็จและชัยชนะกลับไปประเทศของท่านนะครับครับสำหรับงานนี้นะครับก็เรียนว่านะครับรัฐบาลมุ่งมั่นจัดให้มีขึ้นนะครับเพราะเรามีนโยบายของรัฐบาลไทยว่าเราจะหารายได้ให้เข้าประเทศนั้นนะครับโดยงานหลักก็คือการส่งเสริมการท่องเที่ยวนะครับดังนั้นท่านทั้งหลายนะครับที่ผมได้กลับเรียนไปเมื่อสักครู่นี้ทุกท่านคือผู้ที่เป็นฝ่ายที่จะร่วมแรงร่วมใจกอดคอกันนะครับทำให้นโยบายรัฐบาลสำเร็จรุ่ร่วงด้วยดีนะครับครับของเรานั้นรัฐบาลไทยมุ่งมั่นต่อวิสัยทัศน์นะครับ Ignite Thailand นะครับซึ่งการท่องเที่ยวเป็นเครื่องมือที่สำคัญที่จะขับเคลื่อนทางด้านเศรษฐกิจผลักดันให้ประเทศไทยของเรา เป็นศูนย์กลางของการท่องเที่ยวหรือที่เรียกกันว่า Tourism Hub นะครับนายกรัฐมนตรีบอกว่าจะไม่ให้ประเทศไทยหลับไหลนะครับหมายถึงว่าจะมีการเที่ยวกันทั้งปีนะครับปรับไม่จะมีการท่องเที่ยวเฉพาะเมืองหลักแต่เมืองน่าเที่ยวนะครับแล้วก็ไปขุดทั้งหลายที่เป็นซอฟต์พาวเวอร์มาต่อยอดนะครับให้กลายเป็นแหล่งท่องเที่ยวเพื่อหารายได้นะครับผมอยากจะเรียนว่าการท่องเที่ยวนั้นมิใช่เป็นการดึงดูดนักท่องเที่ยวเท่านั้นแต่ประโยชน์ที่ลึกซึ้งและยิ่งใหญ่นั่นก็คือเป็นการสร้างสายความสัมพันธ์อันดีระหว่างประเทศอีกด้วยนะครับนอกจากนั้นก็เป็นการให้โอกาสแก่พี่น้องคนไทยเราทุกเราหัวและแหงนะครับที่ใดที่มีการท่องเที่ยวที่นั้นก็จะมีอาชีพนะครับในการที่จะส่งเสริมนะครับให้มีรายได้ตามกันมานะครับดังนั้นเราจึงประสงค์อย่างยิ่งว่าทำอะไรที่จะทำให้มีการท่องเที่ยวแบบยั่งยืนนะครับให้เป็นยั่งยืนและกระจายผลประโยชน์เนี่ยนะครับให้ไปครอบคลุมได้ทุกพื้นที่ของประเทศในทุกตารางนิ้วอีกด้วยนะครับสำหรับการจัดงาน TTM Plus ในครั้งนี้นะครับเป็นเวทีสำคัญนะครับแล้วคนที่สำคัญที่สุดคือพี่น้องชาวจังหวัดพังงานะครับแล้วก็ผู้ประกอบการนะครับฝ่ายผู้ขายทั้งหลายนั้นท่านเป็นตัวแทนของรัฐบาลไทยด้วยนะครับเพราะฉะนั้นตรงนี้จัดตรงนี้ก็เป็นการแสดงออกถึงศักยภาพของจังหวัดพังงานะครับพื้นที่แห่งนี้นะครับซึ่งจังหวัดของเรานั้นถ้าพูดกันชัดๆก็คือเรามีความได้เปรียบในเรื่องความสวยงามของแหล่งท่องเที่ยวทางธรรมชาติซึ่งมีอยู่มากมายแล้วก็ยังมีเด่นและดังเกี่ยวกับการท่องเที่ยวในเชิงสุขภาพอีกด้วยนะครับซึ่งผมเรียนว่าการที่มาจัดที่นี่นะครับเราประมาณการว่ารัฐบาลนะครับหรือพี่น้องรายได้จะเข้าประเทศเราถึง 3,000 ล้านนะครับในการจัดคราวนี้นะครับอย่างไรก็ตามผมอยากจะกราบเรียนว่ารัฐบาลนั้นมุ่งมั่นที่จะพัฒนาคุณภาพนะครับผลิตภัณฑ์ทั้งหลายและการบริการในเรื่องการท่องเที่ยวเนี่ยนะครับให้เป็นการยกระดับนะครับตลอดจนการเดินทางทั้งหลายให้ดียิ่งขึ้นนะครับทั้งนี้ทั้งนั้นก็เพราะว่าสิ่งเหล่านี้นะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องของการต้อนรับการอำนวยความสะดวกและในเรื่องของการดูแลเรื่องความปลอดภัยนะครับซึ่งเป็นหัวใจสำคัญนั้นเป็นเรื่องที่รัฐบาลมุ่งมั่นนะครับที่จะให้ทุกภาคส่วนได้ร่วมแรงร่วมใจกันนะครับนั่นก็หมายความว่าถ้ามาเมืองไทยแล้วนะครับก็อยากให้มาตลอดนะครับมาแล้วมาอีกนะครับไปชวนคนอื่นมาเที่ยวนะครับมาแล้วมาอีกแต่นี้มากันเยอะแล้วก็มากันยาวนานนะครับยิ่งทำได้เท่าไหร่ถึงการท่องเที่ยวยั่งยืนเท่านั้นที่จะแก้ปัญหาให้การท่องเที่ยวสำเร็จรุ่ร่วงไปด้วยดีนะครับครับก็เลยอยากจะเรียนทุกท่านว่านะครับรัฐบาลนั้นหวังเป็นอย่างยิ่งว่าการที่ผู้ขายซึ่งเป็นพี่น้องผู้ประกอบการของเรานะครับที่อยู่ในประเทศไทยกับผู้ซื้อซึ่งมาจากต่างประเทศในวันนี้นะครับผมหวังว่าท่านเจรจากันนะครับด้วยการสำเร็จด้วยความรุ่ร่วงได้ดีนะครับท่านคงจะได้ผูกมิตรสัมพันธ์นะครับที่จะนำไปสู่การติดต่อแล้วก็ผูกพันกันยาวนานต่อไปนะครับเพราะการจัดของเรานั้นมุ่งมั่นที่จะจัดให้ยิ่งใหญ่ยิ่งขึ้นนะครับก็หวังใจว่าการเจรจาจะสำเร็จรุ่ร่วงไปได้ดีนะครับครับแล้วก็หวังว่านะครับการที่ท่านทั้งหลายได้มาร่วมกันทำกิจกรรมครั้งนี้นั้นเป็นกิจกรรมผมถือว่าเป็นระดับประเทศนะครับนั่นที่ยิ่งใหญ่ก็คือเราได้เรื่องในด้านของการส่งเสริมความสัมพันธ์อันดีนะครับระหว่างประเทศไทยกับประเทศต่างๆนะครับอีกเกือบ50ประเทศที่จะมาร่วมการทำงานในอีก3วันเป็นเวลา3วันตั้งแต่วันนี้เป็นต้นไปนะครับครับก็ ขอต้อนรับทุกท่านอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับแล้วก็ถือโอกาสนี้นะครับขอเปิดงาน Thailand Travel Mart 2024 อย่างเป็นทางการนะครับขอให้การเจรจาทั้งหลายสำเร็จรุ่งเรืองดีๆนะครับสำหรับพี่น้องที่มาเป็นชาวต่างประเทศนั้นนะครับขอให้ท่านมีความสุขสนุกณทุกแห่งทุกคนที่อยู่ในประเทศไทยนะครับแล้วก็เดินทางกลับบ้านของท่านด้วยความสวัสดีมีชัยปีหน้าเราจะพบกันใหม่แต่ว่าจะมีพี่น้องที่มีมากกว่านี้ครับครับขอกราบขอบพระคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับ
ขอบพระคุณท่านรัฐมนตรีค่ะขออนุญาตเรียนเชิญท่านให้เกียรติอยู่ต่อด้านบนเวทีเพื่อทำพิธีเปิดนะคะ And right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the opening ceremony. The opening will feature the symbolic watering of a sapling, followed by a hologram illustrating the tree's growth and its eventual planting in the forest. As today we celebrated together, today is World Environment Day, ladies and gentlemen, and we're looking forward to World Ocean Day on this June 8th as well. As you know that our Phang-Nga province over here, we're located along the ocean as well. So the theme of this event is sustainable tourism. Additionally, the Phang-Nga Tourism Business Association will lead a tree planting initiative at KhaoLak in Lampi National Park, Thai Mueang Beach, Phang-Nga Province. This effort aims to restore mangrove forests and balance both terrestrial and marine ecosystem, returning them to their natural beauty. So now it's time for our opening ceremony. May I invite Ms. Thapani Kiet-Phaiboon, Governor of Tourism Authority of Thailand, on the stage. A big round of applause, please. Up next, may I invite Ms. Niracha Banditchat, Vice Governor of Phang-Nga Province. A big round of applause, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we are going to count down together in English from 5 to 1 to start our opening ceremony together. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, let's count down together from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. TTM Plus 2024 is officially started. A big round of applause, please. Congratulations. May I invite three of you to take a photo together and please step forward to the center of the stage and move closer together, please. Okay. We are going to take total 3 shots. This is the first one, please. เดี๋ยวขออนุญาตพี่ๆสื่อมวลชนนะคะเก็บภาพได้เลยค่ะเราจะมีทั้งหมด3ช็อตนะคะนี่เป็นช็อตแรกค่ะเรียนเชิญค่ะPlease give a big smile to a photographer in front of you. ในช็อตที่2นะคะจะเรียนเชิญแขกผู้เกียรติเพิ่มเติมนะคะและในช็อตสุดท้ายจะเป็นน้องๆนะคะที่เป็นนักแสดงในการแสดงโนราเมื่อสักครู่นะคะรอสักครู่หนึ่งค่ะ Okay, up next, may I invite Mr. Phonpoom Wipatpumipratet, Vice Minister of Tourism and Sports of Thailand, to join our stage, please. Please welcome Police Lieutenant General Saksira Pheukamp, Commissioner of Tourist Police Bureau, please. Miss Pen Pisut Jintasopon, Secretary to Minister of Tourism and Sports, please.Mr. Kitti Thornsiwakit, Member of the Board, Tourism Authority of Thailand. Ms. Kankanit Heo Santati, Ministers Advisory Board, please. Acting Second Lieutenant Anek Nurak, Member of the Board, Tourism Authority of Thailand, please.Mr. Thakon Lauha Pongchana, Ministers Advisory Board, please. Mr. Sompong Dao Pisek, Advisor of the Phang-Nga Tourism Association, please. Mr. คุณากร ปรีชาชนะชัย Ministers Advisory Board please Mr. จำเริญ ทิพยพงษ์ธาดา Ministers Advisory Board please Mr. เลิศศักดิ์ ปนกลิ่น President of the Phang-Nga Tourism Association please This is the second shot อันนี้เป็นช็อตที่ 2 ค่ะพี่ๆสื่อมวลชนคะ Please give a big smile to our photographer in front of you เชิญยิ้มหวานให้กล้องช่างภาพด้านหน้าได้เลยนะคะเดี๋ยวจะมีอีก1ช็อตสุดท้ายกับน้องๆนักแสดงนะคะรอสักครู่ค่ะ The last shot will be with all the kids performers in the Nora show a moment ago so please stay tuned Up next ladies and gentlemen a big round of applause to welcome all the lovely kids from Nora show They are students from Bang Teuy Sub-District Municipality School in Phang-Nga Province over here, the local students here. So cute with a special talent. And may I invite one more เดี๋ยวขออนุญาตสักครู่นะคะขอเพิ่มเติมแขกรับเชิญนะคะ May I invite the Deputy Governor of Tourism Authority of Thailand to join our stage please and our VIP guests please join us on the stage please in front of the stage please In front of the stage, these are our executive from Tourism Authority of Thailand or TAT. We will set up the place a little bit for all the kids, so please stay tuned. เดี๋ยวขออนุญาตจัดพื้นที่ให้น้องๆนิดนึงนะคะ We'll change the positions of all the kids here. Yeah.ยิ้มหวานเลยค่ะลูกนี่ยิ้มหวานค้างไว้เลยนะคะ Please give big smile to our photographers in front of you. We also have the video camera as well. Keep smiling. It's perfect big smile from Thailand. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, our TTM Plus 2024 or Thailand Travel Mart Plus already started.And after this, we are going to continue lots of the really amazing topics over here. We are going to have the TTM Talk in a very next coming section. We have the video camera as well. เดี๋ยวขออนุญาตกล้องวิดีโอค่ะชูมือนิดนึงค่ะกล้องไหนบ้างเอ่ยทางด้านนี้นะคะ And the video camera over here. Look at this camera. มองกล้องนี้นะลูกนะทางขวามือนะคะโอเคนะคะมีอีกไหมคะโอเคกล้องทางด้านนู้นนะคะ on your left hand side please ทางด้านซ้ายมือลูกหันไปทางซ้ายมือนิดนึงแล้วก็ยิ้มหวานเลยโอเคนะคะขอบพระคุณค่ะขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับทุกท่านบนเวทีด้วยนะคะ thank you very much ขอบคุณนะคะ thank you so much your excellency ขอบพระคุณนะคะขอบคุณเด็กๆด้วยค่ะบ๊ายบาย So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say that thank you so much for all the guests on the stage. May I invite all the sponsors to join our stage, please, to take a photo together. May I invite all the sponsors? เดี๋ยวขออนุญาตเรียนเชิญท่านผู้บริหารจากอพท.ค่ะเรียนเชิญค่ะ ดี๋ยวรอสักครู่นะคะเดี๋ยวเราจะมีอันนี้จะเป็นช็อตพิเศษเพิ่มเข้ามานะคะทุกท่านคะเดี๋ยวหลังจากนี้เนี่ยเราจะต่อเนื่องกันด้วยเซกชันที่มีชื่อว่า Thailand Product Update นะคะจากคุณนิธีศรีแพรนะคะแล้วก็เราจะต่อด้วย TTM Talk นะคะอีก2เซกชันด้วยกันหลังจากนั้นเนี่ยเราก็จะพาทุกท่านไปรับประทานอาหารเย็นด้วยกันนะคะที่ลาวิลล่านะคะรอสักครู่เดียวค่ะ So a moment please ladies and gentlemen please stay tuned after this we are going to continue with our next section which is the section that is called Thailand Product Update ขอบพระคุณนะคะ Thank you very much Thank you very much Thank you for your His Excellency Mr. เสริมศักดิ์พงษ์พานิช the Minister of Tourism and Sports of Thailand Thank you for Ms. Thapani Getphaiboon Governor of Tourism Authority of Thailand as well and thank you for Ms. Niracha Banditchat Vice Governor of Phang-Nga Province as the representative of Phang-Nga Province over here and of course ladies and gentlemen let me tell you a little bit about what is going on up next on this stage as we are preparing and setting up the place a little bit with the podium and of course something that to prepare for our next section we are going to have Thailand Product Update section that is presented by Mr. Nithi Shaping Tourism and Thailand's Sustainable Food Future by our two keynote speakers, including Ms. Victoria Looms, Head of Trends from Trend Watching, and Tepakam. She's Head Chef and owner of Ban Tepa. They are going to present together with us upon the stage. After we finish our TTM talk over here, we are going to move to the different place that we call La Vela. We are going to enjoy with welcome reception dinner starting at 5:30. So what is the highlight of our reception dinner? You will see the beautiful sunset view of KhaoLak there and while you can enjoy our local food with the good music, lots of amazing for you with the DJ to rock your night up tonight too. So our party over there will start at 5:30 at La Vela. So I will tell you a little bit more later than this at the end of the sections how to go there, okay? So right now เดี๋ยวขออนุญาตได้เลยใช่ไหมคะ Now I would like to start with our next section, Thailand Product Update. A big round of applause to welcome Mr. Nithi Sipra, Deputy Governor for Marketing, Communication, Tourism Authority of Thailand.
Thank you, Miss Beautiful Lady. Okay ครับ Good afternoon. สวัสดีครับ Distinguished guests, member of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me in the back side? Okay นะ Okay, on behalf of Tourism Authority of Thailand, I would like to thank you all to being with us today and let me welcome you all to the Thailand Travel Mart 2024. This year we are delighted to bring this event to the Phang-Nga province as the host destination. This year we have 435 buyers, repeaters 55.5% and first-timer 45.5%. Moreover, this is the highest number of buyers. Thank you very much. They are from East Asia, Europe, ASEAN, South Asia, the South Pacific, the America, Africa, and the Middle East. We also have buyers from Thailand. We have 430 seller registration booths for exhibitors, including 46 exhibitors who won the Thailand Tourism Award 2023. There are 360 hotels and resorts, 34 tour operators, 18 entertainment venues and attractions, 8 transportation and carriers, and 10 companies such as online travel platform, shopping mall, golf club, and vineyard. The event is expected to generate over 3 billion baht in revenue, with at least 30 million baht going to the local communities. We have a total of 150 media from overseas and Thailand, 71 hosted media, and 44 international media and Thai media based in Thailand. Pre-tour. I believe that many of you already joined with the pre-tour of TTM. There are 4 routes to discover the hidden gem of Phang-Nga. 1, KhaoLak experiences, a day trip that start the local community. Enjoy the soft adventure by kayaking and bamboo rafting. 2, Phang-Nga Bay, a day of limestone cliff at Phang-Nga Bay, and explore the vibrant culture of Panyi village. Explore and learn to surf at the Memory Beach. 4, Phang-Nga Wellness, reward yourself with a holistic health and wellness program at the La Vista Sana. For post-tour, to highlight the charm of 5 regions of Thailand. 1, Phuket Cultural Odyssey. 2, Krabi Andaman Sustainable Luxury. 4, Unview Koh Samui Romantic Escape and Island Exploration. 4, Chiang Mai Lamphun Creative Culture and Well-being. And Thailand Product Showcase, we brought 4 diverse tourism experiences. Try and taste a selection of delicious coffees and teas from 5 regions. For example, Thai style coffee from Kopi Guapa and organic tea from Sawan Bondin. Showcase, learn the secret behind local crafts like those Morgan Village and batik from Takuapa. Local product. We would like to present authentic local dish and Thai fruits. Unleash your creativity by joining one of our workshops. Get hands-on and learn skills like batik painting and beadwork. For Thailand tourism situation recap. In 2023, Thailand welcomed over 28 million international arrivals, which generate revenue of 1.2 trillion baht. The top 5 markets were Malaysia, China, South Korea, India, and Russia. Current situation from 1st January to 31st May, Thailand welcomed over 14 million international arrivals, generate more than 682 billion baht in revenue. The top 5 are China, Malaysia, Russia, India, and South Korea. For 2024, this year, we have target to see a total tourism revenue of 3 trillion baht, with 1.92 trillion baht from 39 million international tourists, and 1.80 trillion baht from 200 million domestic. This year, TIT will continue to focus on meaningful travel experiences that will create a memory of lifetime through our latest communication concept, Amazing Thailand, your story never ends. We don't want to simply offer a trip, but we want to craft travel experiences that will ignite your wanderlust and leave you unforgettable story to share. This will transform a traveler into a storyteller who will share their own stories in Thailand and inspire others to seek out their own journey and create never-ending story in Thailand. I invite you all to witness our latest TVC for the Amazing Thailand. This video capture the communication concept, your story never ends, by showcasing the diverse and unforgettable experiences that await visitors in our beautiful kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present our new tourism video, Amazing Thailand. Please enjoy the show.
That they wish to visit in their lifetime, where you can cross off your travel bucket list and the trip becomes your unforgettable experience. A journey that is filled with smiles and kind-hearted people. The very first taste that you'll never forget. The rhythm of the heartbeat that keeps you excited. In those quiet moments where you can dream and relive, where you were lost, then found, the feeling of being surrounded by nature. Not only brings happiness, but also restores it back into the world. Let your never-ending stories in Thailand inspire the world.
How is it? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, inspire our Amazing Thailand, your story never ends. So you can start your story right now. I would like to offer the various Thailand product and service that will help you craft your own unforgettable experiences in Thailand. Your luxury stories never end. Embrace the world of luxury travel in Thailand. The following experiences discover what awaits you. Spending a valuable holiday at Phuket and Phang-Nga. Elevate your experience by staying in the pool villas, treehouse villas, or even a private island. For the food lover, here a world of culinary delight awaits. From authentic local specialty to Michelin star restaurant. In Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, a luxury journey through nature and culture. Travel on a pontoon along the Mekong River to spend time in a luxury tent camp or boutique hotel, explore the beauty of Lanna heritage by visiting temples and relax your mind and body in the award-winning spas. Your wellness story never ends. There are a variety of wellness programs which we offer experience at KhaoLak Phang-Nga, La Vista Sana. Through Thai medicine, holistic well-being program, Thai wisdom therapy, Thai Chinese office syndrome relief session. Rejuvenate at Thailand's top wellness retreats, at Laksa Wellness and Medical Retreats in Samut Prakan, or Than Wellness Destination in Ayutthaya. Both offer integrative wellness programs designed to restore balance to your body and mind, brain and body coordination, hydrotherapy and salt therapy, and tailored exercise program. So you will enjoy. Another is your soft adventure stories never end. Nowadays, sport has become the new age trend, and the new adventurous travelers who craft unlimited challenges here in Thailand, where you can challenge yourself with sport activities. Phang-Nga, a paradise for adventure seekers, offers many kinds of sport: water sport, surfing at Memory Beach, KhaoLak, or diving into the underwater adventures at the famous diving spot like Similan Island. To experience and reconnect with the nature by forest walking route like Doi Intanon National Park in Chiang Mai, or explore the nature cave in Lam Klong Ngu, Kanchanaburi. Okay. Next, tourism towards sustainability. TAT has realized that sustainability plays a crucial role in this and is making Thailand a high-value, sustainable destination that offers meaningful experiences to tourists. We have developed initiatives that promote responsible travel practice with the Thailand Tourism Travel Award, which elevate the positive image of Thailand as a tourism destination. This is clean, convenient, safe, fair, and environmentally friendly. One of our initiatives is the Sustainable Tourism Goal that apply from the Sustainable Development Goal from United Nations, which were rated with STAR certification, a STAR system that certifies tourism businesses regarding sustainability. Businesses that comply with the several goals will attain a corresponding number of stars. The CF Hotel website is an online platform that enables hotel operators who create a database of environmental inventory, energy, water, waste, and greenhouse gases, and calculate the carbon footprint of their hotel activities. I would like to showcase some of the high quality and sustainable products and services that are guaranteed by TAT initiative. KhaoLak Hot Spring and Wellness Krabi, recipient of Thailand Tourism Award 2023 with the Silver Award for Health and Wellness category and got 5-star certification. They offer the signature program of Nature Hot Spring, hydrotherapy in the middle of a plentiful heaven-like tropical forest. Siam Bay Shore Resort, Pattaya, Chonburi, recipient of Thailand Tourism Award 2023 with the Gold Award for accommodation category, got 5-star certification and attend the CF Hotel program. This resort in Pattaya offers guests the opportunity to savor the unique architecture of Art Deco style, which seamlessly blend Thai cultural elements with the surrounding greenery. มีกินฟาร์มขอนแก่น The farm received the 5-star certification and they transform a small arid land into an organic garden. Showcasing sustainable practice, visitors can participate in activities like a DIY workshop and eco-printing with local materials. Plus, they can experience farmstay hospitality. Upcoming event in 2024, in the second half of this year, Thailand has been a host country to stage various global events. This reflects the country's potential and readiness as a world-class destination. For example, Summer Sonic Bangkok 2024, DOR Thailand Grand Prix or MotoGP in Buriram, Roy Katong Festival 2024 will take place throughout the kingdom. Visit เจ้าพระยา Bangkok and Amazing Thailand Marathon Bangkok 2024. Lastly, I would like to thank you all. I hope this Thailand product update will help you better understanding our marketing direction this year. Moreover, the connection made, partnership formed, the idea exchange here will propel our industry forward. Thank you and สวัสดีครับ ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะขอบคุณคุณนิธินะคะ Thank you so much for Mr. Nithi Sipra. He's the Deputy Governor for Marketing Communication from Tourism Authority of Thailand. Thank you for updating with us about Thailand product update, including for our marketing communication this year. Amazing Thailand, your stories never end. Of course, I love this. Up next, we are going to have two sections, which are the keynote speech on the TTM Talk. The first.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? We good? Yeah, perfect. So as you just heard, thank you for the introduction. My name is Victoria. You can also call me Vicky. I work for a company called Trend Watching. We track consumer trends, so I'm going to talk about that today. When I tell people I work in trends, one of the first things they often ask is, well, how do you know about trends? Do you have a crystal ball? And of course, I don't. Sorry to say, no crystal ball, but we do have a methodology. So I'm going to start by sharing our methodology with you, and then we will move on to the trends. Hopefully I can inspire you to become trend watchers yourselves. So our methodology starts here with the idea that the world is always changing, okay? So there is cultural change. For example, T-pop is gaining in popularity. Listenership doubled according to Spotify over the last year. So cultural change. There is also technological change, which can mean software and hardware, but also impacts brands. Perhaps you recently saw that Dove made a big stand against the use of generative AI in advertising, saying that they would not use generative AI because they are worried about what it is doing to women's self-esteem. And of course, climate change. Maybe the data that came out of Delhi maybe wasn't totally accurate, sensor failure reading I hear, but obviously climate change is impacting where people travel, when they travel. Some destinations like Canada and the Nordics are becoming more popular because of the changes in temperature. So the world is always changing, but what doesn't change are our human needs. People have a fundamental set of human needs, things like convenience, authenticity, happiness. They remain the same day to day, year to year, week to week, and so on. And when I say basic human needs, if you think of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which you can see behind me, then you are along the right lines. I will say that we've added a few recent additions. I'm wondering if I should put AI on here at some point as well. So we might add to these basic needs, but really they don't change very much at all. So here's the thing, okay, when change, whether that is cultural, technological change, or something like a pandemic, bumps up against those core human needs, it creates points of tension. And at Trend Watching, we believe that tension is solved by innovations. So new products, new services, new campaigns, new experiences that are coming to market. So we look at innovations. And we look at innovations for two reasons, okay? One, because innovations show people, show consumers what should be possible. Think how quickly ChatGPT rewired expectations around customized search. And innovations also show us how people are serving their basic needs in new ways. So 20 years ago, we might have served our basic need for status with a handbag or a luxury item. Now, we might serve our need for status by going viral on TikTok. And one other thing to say about consumers is that they don't exist in silos. You know, they take their expectation from one brand and they take it to every brand they interact with. So that's why maybe, I'm sure everyone here works in the travel sector, but it shouldn't just be a case of you look what your direct competitors are doing. You essentially exist in this expectation economy where your competition is the best in class across the board. So I do have travel innovations in my presentation, but also lots of things from beyond the travel sector, because I want you to think about what else is happening. So like I said, no crystal ball. Instead, we have our methodology, these building blocks of trends. So hopefully that helps you understand what we do a little bit more at Trend Watching, and hopefully empowers you to be a trend watcher yourself. So that was enough of an introduction to our methodology. I'm going to move on to the trends now, and I have 3 trends I'm going to present to you. We have Allscapes, AI Genies, and Village Squared. And I've got lots of slides to go through because I'm always very ambitious about how much I can talk about. So let's get going. One thing I will say about trends is that, you know, look, I could talk about trends for the rest of the afternoon. I won't, I promise. But unless you think about what to do with them, trends are just nice to know. So I have light bulb moments at the end of each trend, a few questions for you to think about today, maybe some discussions that you might want to have with people that you meet at this event, or even with your team when you go back to your respective offices and countries. So let's get going with the trends. And I'm just going to quickly start by talking a little bit about space tourism, which is obviously an emerging strand of tourism. Now, I must say that we are a long way from universally accessible space tourism. But one of the things that really appeals to people about space tourism is something called the overview effect. Now, I'm not sure if that is something that you are all familiar with, but it is something that is described by astronauts as the feeling that you get from space when you witness the curvature of the Earth. And the idea is that it creates feelings of, you know, it helps you understand your place in the world. You know, it helps you realize how insignificant we are in the context of the solar system. Now, obviously, this is only really something that is available to still, at the moment, a few people. But luckily, you know, we have plenty of, you know, amazing natural experiences that are available a bit closer to home, like the Northern Lights. Perhaps you saw a few weeks ago that the northern lights were seen much further south than they usually are. So you could see them in parts of the US, in parts of the UK actually, which is where I am from. You could see them unless, you chose to go to bed, which some of us did, I have to say, and we missed this once in a lifetime opportunity. Now, why is this important? Why are people so excited to see the Northern Lights? It really ties back to this quest for awe. And awe is an emotion that scientists have actually only really been researching for the last 2 decades. And they continue to uncover the benefits of awe, which include making people kinder and emotional resilience. And emotional resilience is important because, we know that many people believe that they are struggling. Their mental health is maybe not optimal. So if you look at this data from the AXA Mind Health Index, you can see that 24% of people say they are flourishing, but 28% say they are languishing. And if you are wondering how they're defining languishing, it simply means the absence of positive well-being. And we see this stat again and again. So can awe actually tackle this? Can awe actually have health benefits? So the research here is a little bit less clear, but we know that experiencing awe is often linked to nature, and that the benefits of nature on our mental well-being, on slowing aging, are more and more understood. I also recently saw a very small study that found that experiencing nature can lead to healthier food choices. And interestingly enough, some therapists are now thinking about taking, therapy out of the conventional setting, out of the couch, out of the office, and taking it into the natural world. They find that for some patients, particularly younger patients, this is a really great way to engage, and it can help put their problems into perspective. And of course, as we just saw in the presentation before me, and you don't really need me to tell you, the quest for nature and natural experiences is something that is always driven the travel experience. So there is a real opportunity here, as kind of interest in awe amps up, to think about, providing these kinds of experiences to consumers. So I like to say that people are looking to level up their A game, and by that I mean their awe game. And there is a really amazing opportunity here for travel brands of all kinds to really kind of provide those experiences. And of course, there's a bit of an issue maybe to consider around, experiencing the natural world and the damage that some forms of tourism can do on the natural world. So there's just an interesting kind of point of tension to consider. But let's look at a few brands that are helping to provide awescapes. So first up, one that alleviates employee burnout. So this is Cotopaxi. If you're not familiar with Cotopaxi, they are a brand based in the US. They're an outdoor brand. Something interesting that they do is they offer a stipend to their employees. So if you work for the company for a year, you get $1,000. If you work for the company for 5 years, you get $5,000. And they encourage you to go on these incredible once-in-a-lifetime trips. Now, obviously, kind of sabbaticals aren't really a new idea. But what is interesting here is how quickly they offer it to their staff. And one of the reasons they say that they are offering it is because they want to tackle employee burnout, which is a increasingly kind of bigger global problem. So perhaps there is an opportunity for travel providers to work with employers to offer their employees awescapes. Or maybe you could think about amplifying natural experiences. So this billboard recently earned a Guinness Book of Records award. But the reason why I want to highlight it is because of what it does. So it's a huge, huge billboard. It's in southern India. It was created by the Taj Mahal tea brand. And what it does is it has strings on it. So when it rains, when there's monsoons, it essentially plays a melody. And it sounds very similar to traditional Indian instruments, I'm told. I have not actually been to visit the billboard. But the reason I wanted to highlight it is because I think it's an interesting way that the brand is choosing to amplify nature, to make the natural world even better. Or what about positioning nature as an alternative to screen time? You know, we know many people are looking to unplug from their screens. So this is a very unusual navigational device. It's called the Pebble, and it doesn't have a screen. So perhaps you're wondering, how does this work? What does it do? Well, essentially you use ChatGPT or you use a Gen AI program to create a route. So you say, hey, I'm in Chicago. I don't know why I picked Chicago, and I want to go for a 20-minute walk. GPT will create an itinerary for you. We'll send it to the Pebble, but not to you. That part's important. Send it to the Pebble, and then the idea is that you go for a walk without your phone, so no screen, and the Pebble guides you using haptic feedback, so it vibrates, or it uses lights to guide you through. So the idea is that you go for a walk outside without your phone. Or what about bringing awe to people who live in city places? You know, awe doesn't necessarily have to equate to nature. So this is a really interesting innovation or concept from Kimpton Hotels, who are based in the UK, in London actually, and they have created a lucid dreaming package. So the idea is that it encourages lucid dreaming. So they worked with a sleep coach and an artist to create this lucid dreaming kit. And the idea is that you take a tincture, not sure what's in the tincture, I have to say, and you have a lavender pillow spray, and then you put on a VR headset and you immerse yourself in some artist-created images that are designed to stimulate lucid dreaming. Then the idea is you have your night's sleep, you enjoy some lucid dreaming, and in the morning you record everything. So there can be, you know, different kinds of awe. It doesn't always have to be linked to the natural world. And, you know, we know that many consumers are looking for brands to do more to better the world, enhance their well-being, and foster a hopeful future. So you can see how this trend kind of taps onto all of those points. So can you help travelers encounter awe in ways that don't cost the earth? And how might you encourage people to reflect on the benefits of those experiences? How can you make sure they take that moment of awe with them wherever they go? Okay, that was one trend down. We have two to go. And I'm going to start with a question. And my question is, how much online content will be AI generated by 2026? So maybe think of how much you think. Have the number in your head. Everyone got a number? Yeah, I see some people telling me they think it's going to be high. Well, according to one research, it will be 90% of online content will be AI generated. Did anyone have that number in their head? Anyone get it right? Okay, a few people, well done. I must say that this number has been disputed a little bit. But yes, so lots and lots of lots of AI generated content is coming. And we know that people already feel overwhelmed. There is already too much information online, on social media feeds. So what is that going to do when we have even more content? What's that going to do? And what does that mean for brands? Well, really, it offers an opportunity for brands to help do more to curate experiences and help people discover things. Because when we are in a space where there is so much synthetic noise, so much pollution, there will be this need for discovery and curation. Big tech companies are sort of starting to play in this space. Perhaps you might have seen Meta's AR glasses, which they are developing with Ray-Ban. Jury is out on whether anyone will ever actually really wear AR glasses. Meta are trying to make it happen. But the latest update to these glasses uses multimodal AI, which means that the glasses can look at the outfit you are wearing and give you style advice. So it will tell you if your shoes match your pants, if your pants match your jacket, and so on. And of course, lots of travel companies are experimenting with generative AI, using it to help people find holidays. Skyscanner, Expedia, IHG, and even actually Google. At their recent developer conference, they announced that Gemini, which is their flagship generative AI product, will soon be able to plan travel itineraries for people. And why are so many brands getting involved, particularly travel brands? Well, it seems like there's a good ROI here. According to TripAdvisor, when they released some of their earnings at the end of last year, AI itinerary users, that is a mouthful to say, generate 3 times the revenue of average users. Obviously, look, these services are not always perfect. According to one piece of research, 90% of ChatGPT created itineraries have inaccuracies. But the thing I sort of want to point out is that, the thing I want to point out is that really when it comes to generative AI and this technology, this is the worst it's going to get. There are constantly new updates. Look at ChatGPT and Omni. The technology that underpins all of these is constantly improving. And we're soon going to be at a place where, these AI agents that do things on people's behalf are completely normal. So I also want you to think, perhaps you are already thinking about AI strategies and how you can implement AI. I want you to think about how AI can help beyond making the customer experience more convenient. Can it serve, basic human needs beyond convenience? I know we love everything to be more convenient for us, but how can AI, improve travel and consumer experiences in other ways beyond that? So could it help make experiences more inclusive? So this innovation from Honda in partnership with the Perkins School for the Blind essentially narrates scenery. So it uses a combination of satellite images, GPS and generative AI to create a narrative about what is happening outside the vehicle. So people who are visually impaired know what is going on. Or perhaps it could be a super intelligent AI genie like this pendant from Limitless. So this is set to be launched in August, and it's something that you just clip onto your shirt, and it records conversations with permission, I should note that. Yeah, it records conversations, and then it can synthesize all of that information. So they suggest that it is going to be really useful for meetings or at events like this where you might not want to take notes on your phone and you might want to ask the pendant to summarize everything that myself and the speaker after me tell you. So this is something that is going to be launched. Perhaps there's an interesting application here for holidays as well. What if something like this could help people capture their holiday memories? What also would it look like if some of these AI agents could become actual companions? So let's have a look at this video. Okay, so that's a very cute little companion that has 2 components. One sits with the driver, one sits with the child, and it can entertain the child while the parent is driving. Very cutesy, of course, and actually, this is actually still a prototype. So it was developed by Nissan. They didn't say when it would be available, but it goes to show how AI can be used for things that go beyond convenience. It can start to offer companionship. And one thing that we are starting to observe at Trend Watching kind of coming through is this really interesting phenomenon of people starting to build relationships with chatbots. So there is a platform called Character AI where you can chat with characters. So for example, if you are a fan of Harry Potter, you can chat with Harry Potter. It's not actually really Harry Potter, it's a chatbot, of course. So this platform has lots and lots of different chatbots from different types of characters that you can chat with. There are also mental health chatbots as well that you can converse with. And perhaps you are thinking, well, Vicky, this all sounds a little bit weird. This is all a little bit niche. Well, it actually has 3.5 million daily users. So, you know, lots of people are starting to engage with these AI companions, particularly younger people. So what does that mean when they become ready to start booking holidays? You know, what kind of experience are they going to expect? Will we start to see more things like this? This is an initiative from VRX Health. It is a virtual therapist that delivers therapy support using the Apple Vision Pro. So the idea is that it is something that you can turn to during therapy visits. It's a cute little companion, and it can remember you know, past things you have told it. It can synthesize previous conversations. So it's something there to support your mental health. So how will the rise of AI genies impact the travel experience beyond discovery and booking? And are you prepared for the evolution of AI genies from convenience to companionship? And obviously AI is something that a lot of people are asking me about at the moment, and I talk to a lot of clients about. And I think one really important thing to remember is obviously AI is essentially here to stay. So when you are thinking about building AI-enabled products, yes, think about how you can make things more convenient, as we saw with Skyscan or Expedia and IHG, but also think about what more can be done with AI. Like, what's your bigger long-term game plan? Okay, let's move on to our final trend. And one thing that I didn't really touch on in that previous trend, but was sort of implied with the character AI, is, you know, people are looking to talk to AI-generated characters because we have a loneliness epidemic. The World Health Organization is currently exploring and studying the impacts of loneliness. And there are lots of studies, let me move out of the way of the things so you can see, lots of studies that show that many people feel lonely. And actually what is interesting about this data is that it's not always old people who feel lonely. Actually, younger people are particularly vulnerable to loneliness too. So let's think a little bit about what is driving loneliness. Is it the kind of macro overarching trend towards solo living? You know, the number of people living alone is growing worldwide, the result of things like rising divorce rates, delayed marriage, more women participating in the workforce. And this stat is actually playing out all across the world. In Europe, for example, by 2040, the number of single-person households will grow to encompass 36% of all families. It's also happening in the US. Over a quarter of US-occupied households were one person in 2020, up from 7% in 1940. And it is also happening in countries where, you know, we might think of as there as being more of a collectivist mentality. In China, for example, younger Chinese consumers are saying no to marriage, no to kids, yes to pets, apparently. So they are really kind of living more single lifestyles. Of course, you know, living alone doesn't necessarily mean you are lonely. Not everyone that lives alone is lonely. But obviously, you know, you are perhaps more likely to tend towards that. Other factors driving loneliness that people, you know, are often kind of conscious of are things like technology and social media. This debate has been playing out for the last 10 years, and maybe we're still not closer to finding the right answer. But it really does seem like, you know, maybe the internet isn't as bad for us as what we were thinking. A recent report released just a couple of weeks ago from the University of Oxford found that internet usage is actually statistically associated with higher well-being, which really goes against, you know, a lot of the things we kind of conventionally think about when we think about time spent online. Of course, look, hate speech is still a problem online, so the online space can still be quite toxic. So if we put all of that together, we get to our third and final trend, which is Village Squared. And this is all about how brands can foster a sense of community by providing spaces where people can connect or reconnect. So let's look at a few innovations. First up, Time Left. This is a social dining app. Now, it launched initially in Lisbon and it is spread across Europe really rapidly. It's been really successful. So how does it work? Well, it basically brings strangers together for dinner. So when you join, you answer a few questions about your personality, and every week it matches you with a group of strangers and gives you a time and a place to meet. You go and have dinner together. Hopefully you make a new friend. If not, you have, spent an evening with people. And it is specifically geared towards kind of younger consumers, Gen Z, younger millennials, who are maybe, struggling perhaps to find friends in a new city or are trying to alleviate their loneliness. Obviously, loneliness doesn't always mean making friends with strangers. Sometimes, it means better connecting with people you already know. So this is a cafe in Tokyo that promises to bring people together. Now, it looks very much like a regular cafe. The main difference is that when you go in, there is a row of velvet boxes, and in each box there is a conversation starter card that you can take. You can choose different levels of conversation starters, kind of light and happy or super serious. And the idea is that then you use that card to start a conversation with the person you have gone with. So they suggest that maybe you might go maybe with a spouse, or maybe a sibling that you haven't spoken to for some time, or even maybe a friend that you might have, not connected with. So really there is a great opportunity for brands to think about how they can become community builders. If you're thinking, well, what might this look like in the travel industry? How about this innovation from the Hotel Indigo? This is a sort of small boutique hotel chain that operates across the US. They have some branches in the UK as well. And they introduced a neighborhood borrowing program. So if you live in the same zip code, or if you're in the UK, we call it a postcode. If you live in the same zip code as the hotel, you can pop in and borrow things for free. So if you've run out of sugar or toilet paper or something else that is quite small, you can pop in and borrow something. The reason why they launched it is because they wanted to help make the hotel part of the community in which they operated, not just create a community amongst the guests. They wanted to embed themselves into the local community. And they also found research, they did their own research, and they found that 59% of people in the UK never borrow from their neighbour because they're too shy, they don't want to be an inconvenience, or they don't have a relationship with them. I don't know what that tells you about people from the UK. Come and talk to me later. But it's an interesting way to both, build brand value, but also maybe encourage a different kind of behavior, which might have a ripple effect. There is also an opportunity to think about how this trend can bring fans together. So of course I mean football fans, Harry Potter fans, Taylor Swift fans, Swifties I should call you. I should call myself that as well, I suppose. So how can you bring fans together? So just one recent innovation in this space is this one from Heineken and Wash Enjoy. So Heineken realized that a lot of people in South Korea support teams, football teams, soccer teams that are based in Europe. And so obviously that is a terrible time zone for watching games. You're often watching games at 4 a.m. in the morning before you go to work. So what they did was they partnered with a 24-hour laundromat called Wash Enjoy to turn them into spaces where you could gather with other fans to watch football. And obviously you then don't wake up members of your family who might not be too impressed with you shouting at the TV or your laptop at 4 a.m. I don't think I would be too impressed. So it's a great way of fandom in physical spaces, using a space that would maybe otherwise be fairly empty. I think it's important to acknowledge as well how important fandom is becoming. 40% of US consumers surveyed said their fandom for their favorite music artist is important to their identity. Fandom is increasingly important to younger consumers' identities. They often identify as part of a fandom. And we've started to see that come through in the travel space a little bit with this idea of jet setting, where people travel to destinations that are linked to maybe their favorite TV show, for example. So there's a really interesting space here for travel brands to do more to cater to fandoms. Okay, just one more innovation to show you, and this is thinking a little bit about how Village Squared can also impact the customer experience. Ulta are a beauty brand based in the US, and they recently ran a big survey called the Joy Survey, which found out about how women feel about their bodies and how they look. And it wasn't good news, I'm afraid to say. Many people are many women in particular are harsh on their appearance, saying things like, well, I can't use that because I'm too old, or, this trend would never suit me, etc., etc. And so they realized that these thought patterns are incredibly damaging, and also that their sales associates in their stores hear these comments from people, from customers, day in and day out. So what they did was they taught sales associates to spot signs of negative self-talk in themselves, and then use CBT, cognitive behavioral therapies, to address them. And the idea is that once staff had learnt how to do these things, they could then pass those skills on to consumers. So if they heard a customer in the store being disparaging about their appearance, they could, come up to them and talk to them and discuss what they had said about themselves. And one of the reasons why they wanted to implement this is because they found that when they introduced self-checkouts, which is obviously something that's really popular in retail, where you scan your own items, they found that staff actually have more time to engage with customers in different ways. So here it's kind of a positive ripple effect of do-good behavior. And we started with this stat right at the start, and this trend kind of also taps into this emerging sentiment for brands that can, make the world better, improve people's well-being, and foster a more hopeful future. So my question is, what if you made community your North Star? What would that look like? What would you need to change? Could a community-first approach allow you to start to engage with specific kinds of fandoms, whether that is, Swifties or Chelsea supporters? I don't know why I picked Chelsea. So, how can you kind of embed a community into what you are doing? So there we have it. We had 3 trends. We talked about awescapes and the increasing importance of finding awe. We talked about AI genies and how AI is helping very much make the path to purchase more convenient, but that is just the start. Could it serve higher order needs like companionship too? And then of course we talked about AI genies, Village Squared, which is about bringing people together around kind of shared passion points, bringing people together in spaces. So hopefully that has given you a few things to think about when it comes to trends. And actually, I do have a little gift for you. If you would like to learn more about trends and see more trends, read more trends, don't worry, I won't be presenting all of them. You can sign up for a trial for TrendWatching's Amplify service. So, this QR code, if you scan it, it will take you to, let me move out of the way, it will take you to a link and you can sign up for a trial for Amplify, which is with our platform. Don't panic, you don't have to do it like now. Maybe get the link and then you can sign up tomorrow or next week. The offer will be around for a little bit. I'm not going to be stingy. So hopefully you can discover more trends, more travel trends, and discover, more things that will kind of delight and inspire your audiences and your consumers and your guests and so on. Because I only had just over 30 minutes today, so I couldn't tell you everything. So that is all from me. Thank you so much for listening, and all I want to say is happy innovating, and I hope that was inspiring. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you. Wow. Such an honor to have you with us and sharing your insight with us here. So, this is Victoria Looms. She's head of trends from Trend Watching. She's sharing with every one of us about the innovating, about the trends, everything. Up next is our another keynote speaker, which is Thailand's gastronomic journey towards a sustainable food future by Miss Chudari Thepakam. She is head chef and owner of Ban Thepa restaurant. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Chudari is a prominent Thai chef known for her remarkable achievements in the culinary world. She made history by becoming the world's first female Thai chef to lead a 2 Michelin star restaurant, Ban Thepa. Chudari received the 2024 Michelin Guide Young Chef Award and 2 Michelin stars at the 2024 Michelin Guide Thailand ceremony. A big round of applause to welcome Chudari Thepakam, head chef and owner of Ban Thepa restaurant.
All right, hello everyone. Bear with me, this is not normally what I do, but I'll try my best. All right, so when deciding on where to travel for my next vacation, I don't know about you guys, but for me, the key deciding factor is the food that I will experience when I'm there. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm a chef, but I mean, I'm sure some of you looked up places to eat before you came to Thailand, right? Maybe? Okay, maybe just me. Yeah, so it's quite often that I plan my trips around my meals, and honestly, I really have no shame in this. So what are some of my favorites? The barbecue skewers, the mu ping or papaya salads, the som tam. What about some stir-fried dishes, pat grapao or pad thai? Whether it's restaurants or street food stalls that stay open late at night, the culinary scene here has made Thailand, and specifically Bangkok, one of the top destinations in Southeast Asia for foodies. So I hope there are some other food enthusiasts in the audience today, as I'm gonna try to make you hungry, but also tell you a little bit about what I do. So in another sector of the vibrant culinary scene in Thailand are the fine dining restaurants, which is what I do when I'm not giving a speech to you lovely people. I own a 2 Michelin star restaurant called Ban Thepa. So fine dining restaurants operate a little bit differently. When diners who come to visit, they're seeking more than just a meal, but a culinary experience with the hospitality delivered at the highest level. And I can tell you that at this point in time, with more chefs traveling from abroad, seeking opportunity and inspiration from this culinary center, the fine dining scene has never been more vibrant than today. So from its conception, each fine dining restaurant usually has a theme or a concept behind it. For us at Ban Thepa, our purpose was clear from the start. We wanted to create a culinary experience that redefines Thai ingredients, connect like-minded communities of farmers around the country, and explore the roots of our cuisine. And yet try to have sustainability be at the heart of everything that we do. So what does this look like on a plate? The best way, I guess, for me to explain is for me to show you guys a little bit of Ban Thepa. So the restaurant here is situated on a 50-year-old property. The house is renovated into the main dining room, and the grounds are converted into an urban culinary garden. And this is where your 9-course meal starts. So you'll be taken on a garden tour where we grow indigenous varieties of herbs and flowers and vegetables, and you'll enjoy a welcome snack made from the ingredients that you see just right in front of you. Our service team will tell you stories of how we separate trash and manage our food waste by making compost that feeds directly back into the soil for the next season of vegetables. But honestly, it's not so much a lot of the plants that we grow. And perhaps because this is the reason they're chosen to be there. Our garden is there really to show more rare varieties of Thai herbs that you may not see at the local market, as we thrive to revive these ingredients and put them back on the modern Thai dining table. All right, so let's get started on your virtual culinary journey. All right, the first course. So we always start the course with a namprik, bridging the gap between canapes, which is perhaps a more European concept of dining, and the act of eating namprik. It's a chili relish, and you normally create your own with rice, vegetables, or fried goods, and enjoy it in one bite. So our idea was to transform people's preconception of what it is to eat a namprik, with all the textures and flavors that you would expect, disguised into something that is a little bit more unique and surprising, but always eaten with your hands. So showcasing the ingredients from the south, on the right-hand side, we have mutated coconut. So it's a soft, gooey textured coconut flesh that is served with namprik kapi, or fermented shrimp paste, that we source from Trang province from the southern part of Thailand. And moving on to the second one, from the northeastern part of Thailand. So this is a terrine of vegetables and snakehead fish with fermented fish or plara relish. It's a true homage to Isan cuisine. The last bite represents the central part of Thailand. So we have here a roasted chili paste or namprik pao with pork crackling and seasonal fruits. So in the picture we have a strawberry from Chiang Mai. Super delicious organic strawberries, but right now not in season, so we're showcasing mangosteen from Rayong. One of the main questions that we get a lot at the restaurant, and to me personally, is how we come up with the ideas for these dishes. So I think it's important to share with you that for us, creativity and craft should be combined with the knowledge and understanding of ingredients and tradition. And in order for us to be impactful in our attempt to reinterpret and reinvent dishes, I think it's very important that we fully understand their roots. Hence came the idea of Bante Pa on tour. So Bante Pa on tour is an excursion trip around the country, and in fact we traveled here to Phang-Nga to go on a Bante Pa on tour trip as well. And on each trip, we visit our producers, we seek out new food cultures, connect, learn, and share ideas with the locals. I mean, it would be a lot easier for us to try to recreate dishes that, people know and will immediately recognize. But what's the fun in that, right? We always love a challenge. So to do this, we go beyond the Thai cuisine that people know and love, and we explore the pockets of diversity brought over by other ethnic communities that have influences on our food culture. A good example is our recent visit to the Akha Hill Tribe community in Chiang Mai. So we learned that they cook with open fire to combat extreme cold weather in the highlands. And in turn, they have multiple smoke products, whether it's smoked chilies or smoked freshwater fish. This is simply from lighting a fire. They ferment soybeans, what we know today as tuan nao, as it provides sustenance and keeps for a long period of time, which is suitable for when their men go out for days to work on the land. And tuan nao specifically has made its way into various popular northern Thai dishes like the konom ji nam ngiao that we love. And at the end of these trips, we always cook for those we visit, along with some guests who have come to see what we are able to curate in the 3 days that we've been on tour. And these knowledge and ingredients are recorded and taken back to the food library of Bante Pa, which many of them have now become staples in our kitchen. All right, so the next course, I'm guessing it's not your first time in Thailand, shouldn't be a stranger to most of you. You guys have tried the river prawn? The Thai river prawn, anyone? No? No, first time? Cool, so we call this dish anatomy of a river prawn. Thai people know river prawn mostly from the central areas of the country, like Ayutthaya. However, we discovered that in a river from the south called Tapi River in Surat Thani is where we prefer the texture and the flavors of the prawn. Because of the location of the Tapi River, the prawns swim through salt, brackish, and fresh water, and feeding off the vastly diverse ecosystems that is there. So we present the prawn in its totality. The heads are filled with a sauce that I might say Thai people live and die by, the nam jim seafood or the Thai seafood sauce. The dipping sauce that we lather over most of our grilled seafood, I'm sure you guys will experience it this trip when you're here. Our version is made with tarragon that we grow in the garden, and the prawn is cooked over hot coals and glazed with the coral of the prawns, the sauce that's in the head of the prawn. The tail crisps are then made from the shells, which is a way for us to really minimize waste by trying to extract and maximize all the flavors using every single part of the prawn, not letting any of it go to waste. So this dish, when we serve it at the restaurant, is nostalgic to most of the locals who visit, but it also is a great conversation starter. It sparks a lot of conversation with international diners about the delicacy that is the Thai river prawn. So for the rest of the menu, we want to talk about rice. It's something that I'm particularly passionate about, an ingredient that I really love. Growing up eating rice as a staple, I think, I didn't know a lot about it. So if we do talk about rice right now, I'm guessing the thing that comes to mind is the jasmine rice, right? Or perhaps another polished sticky rice in the form of the world's famous mango sticky rice. I'm not complaining though. Any recognition and appreciation of Thai rice, I love. So believe it or not though, there's over 20,000 varieties of indigenous types of rice that's been documented in Thailand. And I'm really here to entice you guys to give them a try. And here are just some of a few examples of how we've tried to bring other varieties of Thai rice to the center stage at the meal at Bante Pa. So starting from the left-hand side for you guys is the house-made brioche. So we make this one with a young rice, a green young rice that has fragrance of pandan. This is a rice from Sakon Nakhon province. The second one here, this one is the sticky rice cake. So this is made with a type of rice called Sarapi Limpua. It's from the northern part of Thailand. It's a rice that's grown in the highlands of Chiang Mai. The next one on your left-hand side is the dong dang noodle. So this is made with hom gradang nga rice. So we make fresh rice noodle, incorporate some squid ink, and make almost like a pasta squid ink sauce, but with rice. So beyond rice, though, in its original form, we also try to use the byproducts made from rice. So for instance, these duck leg skewers that you see here is marinated in sato lees. So sato is a Thai rice wine, and the lees is a byproduct of making the sato. With the ability not only to add flavor, it also can tenderize the meat and make it very juicy and delicious. So other ways that we use rice in the restaurant is we use it as a thickener. So instead of using more conventional stabilizers, we use sticky rice or khao bua, which is a know-how from Isan cuisine. They use it to thicken their soups. So what else do you enjoy with rice? Perhaps like a rich Thai curry? And when you think about curries in Thailand, I think all the minds go to the Penang curry, the red, the green, the masaman, right? So to show the diversity in Thailand, we wanted to highlight the gang pet, which is a wild curry from the eastern part of Thailand, specifically from a province called Jantaburi. It's a curry that's not made with coconut milk. And the distinctive quality of Jantaburi curries lie in the addition of aromatic roots and leaves in the curry paste. So rather than the spice coming from just the chilies alone, they have heat coming from these other herbs and spices as well, and they have great medicinal properties. So the use of these spices are actually directly linked to the terroir of where Jantaburi is situated. With the high hills and rich forests, the area is abundant of forest herbs and products such as the green cardamom or gawan, which is a key ingredient in these curry pastes. All right, coming to the last one now. So these are just some of our efforts to revive less popular Thai ingredients and recipes that make our Thai heritage super unique. To travelers, you guys for visiting Thailand the first time, I want to show you that, Thai cuisine is diverse and it's constantly evolving. And for Thais, I hope that you can discover and rediscover, like I do, our own cuisine and see how multidimensional it is and how creative it can be. And looking towards the future, we have plans to dive even deeper into experimenting with local produce and injecting craft and creativity to try to create dishes and products that put Thailand at the forefront of the global culinary stage. So I want to thank you, TAT, for letting me share my story, and I hope I've made you a little bit hungry and want to get out there and learn a bit more about Thai food. Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you ค่ะคุณชุนารี Thank you very much for sharing your this insight with us about the gastronomy tourism, and of course, the congratulations to the your 2 Michelin star restaurant as well. This is Ban Tepa นะคะ So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our official opening ceremony and our TTM Talk right here. After this, our event is not finished yet. For tonight, we are going to enjoy our welcome reception dinner together, but we are going to move to the other place, which we call La Vela. So, how to go there, ladies and gentlemen? La Vela, please proceed to the drop-off area. You can take any shuttle bus, any bus to go over there. Okay, it takes around 10 minutes from now. And for our dinner, we are going to enjoy our live band of a DJ, and we have lots of the really amazing shows waiting for you over there. And I think this is the perfect time because over there, this is the sunset viewpoint that is the most beautiful viewpoint of the KhaoLak over here too. So I hope you enjoy over there, okay? And have a great time in Thailand. See you again later. ขอบคุณค่ะ